What's up everyone, Kyler Stasner. Welcome back to another video. Today we got my AEW All Out 2023 predictions, of course. Last weekend was All In. I was there in London, in Wembley. It was a fantastic show. Excited for All Out this weekend. So I am recording this Friday. I'll probably be uploading either Friday evening or Saturday. So this will be before Collision. So I do know there's going to be something between Ricky Starks and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, which will probably set up a Ricky Starks match at All Out. So yeah, just heads up, I don't have that on my list. And it kind of depends on who Ricky is coming up against, whether or not I think he get a prediction, but in terms of a win. But yeah, I'm happy to see at least it seems like there will be something for Ricky Starks on this card. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that is yet because, like I said, I'm recording this before that has been announced. So let's get into our all-out predictions. I just seen on screen CM Punk. It could be CM Punk. They've been building to that, but of course we know with all the drama that's been going on backstage, it could be Punk. It could not be Punk. We'll have to wait and see what happens there with Ricky Starks. I can't make a prediction on something I don't know. Let's start off with the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, because Better Than You Baby will be defending against the Dark Order. I believe Rampage should have aired by the time I upload this, or if not, it'll be uploading. Yeah, like I said, I'm planning on trying to get this out Saturday, maybe Friday, but yeah, most likely this will be going up Saturday, so Rampage will have already aired. This should be a good match. I do like Reynolds and Silver, but I'm going to go with Better Than You, Baby, to retain here. I just don't think now's the right time to take the belts off Cole and MJF. And if you were to take the belts off them, I don't think Dark Order right now are the right team to do it. Like, if you're going to take the belts off them, like, maybe I would go with the Kingdom, because the story there between that they've been saying. So yeah, Dark Order, Reynolds and Silver, this just seems like it's set up for Cole and MJF to retain those championships. Moving on to the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, of course, two Ring of Honor titles are on the line here. We've got Samoa Joe defending against Shane Taylor, and this should be a good match. Joe, of course, last weekend against Punk had a fantastic match. Shane Taylor is awesome. If you've never seen him before, definitely want to keep your eye on. As in terms of winner, I'm gonna go with Joe here. I can't say I've been watching Ring of Honor as regular as I would like. I just don't have the time to keep up with as much as I would like to. So I don't know how much Shane Taylor's been built up and how much of a threat he's been built to Joe's title. But yeah, I just think Joe gets the win here over Shane Taylor. But this should be a good match. Two big hard hitting wrestlers. So yeah, that's definitely one that I do have my eye on and I'm looking forward to, but I think Samoa Joe retains. Moving on, we got a tag team match between Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata against the Blackpool Combat Club's Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. A lot of history in this one, of course. We know Eddie, a big Japanese wrestling mark. We know the history he has with Claudio. Of course, Wheeler Yuta alongside Claudio in the Blackpool Combat Club. Shibata beat Wheeler Yuta to become Ring of Honor Pure Champion. So there is a bit of history there between Wheeler Yuta and Shibata, and it plays into what is going on and the history with Claudio and Eddie. So yeah, in terms of winner, I'm gonna go Eddie Kingston and Shibata in this one. I really think we are kind of starting to get towards building the Eddie and Claudio for the Ring of Honor title. I thought Eddie was going to pin Claudio at All In, which would set up a Ring of Honor title match, which could have possibly been here. But yeah, I'm going with Shibata and Eddie here. I like the Blackpool Combat Club. It's just hard for me to see Eddie and Shibata take a loss here though. So, because yeah, I feel like Eddie and Katsuyori should battle to get the win here, and it could potentially set up Eddie and Claudio for the Ring of Honor World Championship. We're going to move on to Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs. This again should be a good match. Two big, hard-hitting superstars, two horses. I don't know which way to call this one. Miro, I feel like, he's the bigger name of the two. He's, he used to be Rusev in WWE. He's got a lot of fanfare behind him. But I'm a big Powerhouse Hobbs fan. I really like Powerhouse Hobbs, and I would like to see Hobbs get a big win here. But like Miro, he's just really after coming back on Collision. I don't see them having him lose here and lose in one of his first big pay-per-view matches back. So with that being said, as much as I'd love to see Powerhouse Hobbs get a win here, I think the Redeemer Miro will be the one who walks out with the victory over Hobbs here at All Out. Next match we're going to talk about is the AEW TBS Championship match as Chris Statlander defends against Ruby Soho. And this one I'm very, very intrigued about. I do not know which way they're going to go here. I love Chris Statlander. I like Ruby. I don't think it's time to end Statlander's reign. I feel like it might be a bit too early to take the belt off Statlander. Even though she has held it since about Double or Nothing. When she ended Chris Statlander, Jade Cargill's big long reign. It's just Ruby has lost every big title match she's had. She's lost every big match she's had since coming in. Yes, Statlander's held the belt in 95 days, so her reign's not been short. It's been about 3 months. But I just think that I would like to see it continue for a bit longer. But also Ruby, she's lost every big title match she's had in AEW. So I'd like to see her pick up a win, but I think I'm going to go with Chris Statlander here, even though you can never count out Ruby with help of the Outcast, which include the new Ring of Honor, or the new AEW Women's World Champion in Saraya. Bullet Club Gold versus FTR and the Young Bucks. As much as I'd like to see the Bang Bang Gang get the win here, they did get the victory over Omega and the Golden Elite last week at All In, and I think they'll do the job to FTR and the Bucks here. As much as I love Bullet Club Gold, I love what they've been doing. It's hard to see them not get. It's hard to see the FTR and the Young Bucks not get the win here, but this should be a very good matchup. This should be a lot of fun. 8 fantastic wrestlers in one match, and yeah, as much as I'd like to see the Bang Bang Gang get the win, it's hard to look past FTR and the Bucks in that one. TNT Championship match, Luchasaurus. Of course, he is the rightful TNT champion, not Christian Cage, against Darby Allin. And as much as I really like the stuff they've been doing with Christian and the TNT Championship, and even though Luchasaurus is the champion, as much as I've been liking that stuff, I just feel like it's gonna be Darby Allin's night. I feel like this has been setting up for a Darby Allin win. Have they kind of been building to it, and what's happened at All Out and stuff? It just feels like it's set up for Darby to once again become the TNT champion. So yeah, as much as I like what they're doing with Christian and the TNT Championship and Luchasaurus and all that stuff, I just think they're going to go with Darby Allin once again. So for my prediction, I'm going to go with Darby. And then we're going to talk about Konosuke Takeshita versus Kenny Omega in a singles match. We're finally getting this big singles match. Takeshita getting the pin at All Out. At All In. This should be awesome. This is what the match I'm really looking forward to the most. Big fan of Kenny, big fan of Takeshita, way before he even came to AEW when he was doing stuff in DDT. So yeah, very excited to see this match one-on-one. These two are going to tear the house down. in terms of prediction, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega. Like I said, Takeshita got the pin at All In. He rolled Kenny up, grabbed the tights, and got the win and stole one there. So I just think the god of wrestling, the cleaner, Kenny Omega, gets his win back here and gets the big singles win over Takeshita. And kind of that's how we end this Kenny Don Callis stuff, and he gets a definitive win and gets kind of his payback on Takeshita and on Callis for everything that has happened over the summer. But yeah, I won't be against Takeshita getting the win here either, but I just feel like it is going to be Kenny's night, especially with Takeshita getting the pinfall at All In Wembley. He already had his big moment. Now I think Kenny's going to get the win back and kind of, like I said, get revenge on Callis and all that stuff. And I believe we only have one match left. Let me just double check and make sure I'm not missing anything. And that is the AEW International Championship between Jon Moxley and Orange Cassidy. And I am very torn. Orange Cassidy has been a fantastic international champion. He's held that belt for so long now. He's defended that belt so many times now that it really will be weird to see him without it. But do I think he walks out of Chicago, out of All Out, with the championship, or do I think Jon Moxley becomes the AEW International Champion? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to go with Jon Moxley. As much as I've been loving Orange Cassidy and I've been loving this reign, I just think it is time, and I think Moxley is the right person to kind of be it and ended the run of Orange Cassidy. Orange's run has been fantastic, as I said, but the story has been where each title defense he gets closer and closer to losing it, and he's kind of getting these lucky roll-up wins, and he's surviving by the skin of his teeth basically, and he's just hanging on to that belt at any cost, and he somehow is still able to get the job done every time. But yeah, I think I won't be mad if he did retain. I just think now it's probably the best time for him to drop the belt, and it's probably most likely time for him to lose the belt to Jon Moxley. So yeah, I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy to retain the championship there. And yeah, that is going to be it for my All Out predictions. Like I said, we still have some stuff with Ricky Starks that hasn't been announced, but yeah, that hasn't been announced as of recording. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below your predictions. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one.